The years of indoctrination and hypnotic practices in Scientology, especially in the OT levels, like OT3 and OT7, can be understood metaphorically as a process of facing personal traumas and subconscious fears. The story of Xenu and the body thetans, central to these OT levels, acts as a symbolic narrative that represents deeply embedded emotional and psychological issues that followers must confront. Here's how the metaphor works in terms of personal traumas and introspection. Indoctrination and hypnotic commands. The long-term indoctrination within Scientology involves a slow but deliberate immersion into its belief system, starting from early, seemingly benign practices such as auditing and progressing to more intense and esoteric processes like the OT levels. This gradual buildup can be compared to a form of hypnotic conditioning. The repetitive nature of auditing, along with the focus on the E-meter, which operates with low electrical parameters that could be linked to entraining brainwaves, lulls the participant into a highly suggestible state. Scientology's doctrines and narratives slowly shape the individual's perception of their reality, particularly when repetitive commands in auditing sessions are combined with the physical stimuli of the E-meter. Brainwave entrainment, delta and theta waves. Brainwave entrainment, particularly in delta, 0.5 to 4 Hz and theta, 4 to 7 Hz ranges, is often associated with deep states of meditation, hypnosis, and sleep. Auditing sessions, especially at the higher OT levels, are structured to place individuals in a relaxed, introspective state. Theta brainwaves are linked to memory recall, intuition, and subconscious exploration. Delta waves are the slowest brainwaves and are associated with deep, unconscious processes like healing and regeneration. When a person is repeatedly put into a state where their brain oscillates in these slower frequencies, they become more prone to accessing deep-seated emotions and memories, many of which are tied to unresolved traumas. Xenu, body thetans, and personal trauma. The Xenu myth introduced in OT3, Operating Thetan Level 3, involves a galactic tyrant who killed billions of beings whose traumatized spirits, body thetans, supposedly attach to individuals and cause harm. Scientologists are tasked with identifying and clearing these body thetans through auditing. Symbolically, these body thetans could represent the fragmented, repressed parts of a person's psyche, those parts of us that are affected by past traumas, guilt, or shame. The story externalizes these inner demons, giving them a fictional narrative, making them easier to confront in the context of Scientology's mythos. For the individual, auditing sessions in which they handle body thetans can be interpreted as an opportunity to introspect on their own fears, doubts, and unresolved emotions. The mythical story of Xenu becomes a lens through which they process their trauma, even if they don't explicitly realize it. Bridge to the subconscious. The OT levels are called the bridge to total freedom in Scientology, with the metaphor of a bridge being particularly apt for how they function on a psychological level. The process of auditing and progressing through these levels, particularly as one confronts body thetans, is effectively a journey into the subconscious mind. The repetitive commands during auditing sessions act as triggers that allow the practitioner to access deeper levels of their consciousness. The hidden truths revealed during OT3 and beyond are merely symbolic representations of unresolved personal issues. Over time, as individuals engage more deeply with these stories and the auditing process, they are, in effect, confronting and processing aspects of themselves they may have previously been unaware of. This spiritual cleansing mirrors the psychological process of confronting inner demons, such as traumas, fears, and insecurities that have been repressed over time. Confronting inner demons. The demons in Scientology's cosmology, body thetans, are external manifestations of internal psychological issues. By framing these traumas as external entities, individuals might find it easier to engage with them, reducing the emotional burden of direct confrontation. As they audit out body thetans, they are metaphorically working through their own personal issues, gradually peeling back layers of their psyche. This could be seen as a controlled way of re-experiencing and releasing past traumas without the full intensity that might accompany a direct confrontation. OT3 to OT7, deepening introspection. In OT3, the individual is introduced to the grand narrative of Xenu and the body thetans, initiating a deeper dive into the subconscious. By OT7, the focus is on purging these spiritual entities and, by extension, unresolved traumas completely. The extended time spent in this state of deep introspection, 5 hours a day, for months or years, allows for profound psychological introspection. Conclusion. The process of auditing on the OT levels, combined with years of indoctrination, functions metaphorically as a bridge between the conscious mind and the subconscious, enabling followers to confront their inner traumas. The myth of Xenu and the body thetans offers a symbolic framework that externalizes their internal struggles, creating a structure within which they can process their past, face their fears, and attempt to resolve their inner conflicts. Though framed as a spiritual journey, it can also be understood as a psychological process of dealing with repressed emotions and personal introspection.
Audiences know what to expect, and that is all they are prepared to believe in.
What happens when a man goes through his own portal?
We'll see.
Malkovich. Malkovich, Malkovich. Malkovich, Malkovich. Malkovich, Malkovich. Malkovich. Malkovich, Malkovich. Malkovich. Malkovich! Malkovich. 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 Malkovich.